set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Jamal Agnew. He will score. Touchdown. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try to get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Again, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it, and he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
They find some open field here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
31 yards.
and the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Williams brings it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 8 yards out as they have taken the lead.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And there he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown.
Again, open partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point by Patterson. Open good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert now. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little moment.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll go down at the 28. Another tote for Etienne. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Eckler, they run left side. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, Eckler. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Hitmann had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he's got some space here. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Etienne up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
74 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. I think this one might just be over.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Herbert. Rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Ready.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the time as this one ends. And understandably so, not only did they get the win,